Hey, what's good, chat? It's your boy. Follow my blade, TideBreaker, all black, everything. We live, better late than never. You know what it is. You know, I'm gonna introduce myself. I already did. I'm following my blade. Y'all know who I am. I ain't gonna repeat it. I'm gonna pass the mic over to Sen. Go ahead, everybody, introduce yourselves. Tell them what we doing today.
Would that be me?
Yeah,
this person?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yo, what's up? My name is Sin of the he, they pronoun. I'm going to be playing Sendo today in our game. And I do story-based variety games here in the Twitch universe. What's up, y'all?
Foxy, what's up?
Oh shit, what's going on, folks? It's your boy Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite fox, Philly's finest. Today I will be bringing in the role of the wonderful Kana Alva. Can't wait to fucking play this game today. It's gonna be super hype. I want to take a brief moment to remind everybody here at the chat, as the GM has reminded me to do, that while we have 60 tools in place for everybody here at the streams, that we can all make sure that we're safe and comfortable. If at any point you feel unsafe, uncomfortable, or otherwise, we do not have those tools for you. So please take the moment to step out of the stream if you feel uncomfortable and come back when you're ready. We love and appreciate you for being here. And with that, I'm gonna pass it right back over to the MC. Make it happen, boss.
All right, that's Foxy, that's Sin. So we got, last but not least, that's my homie CJ. Tell him what's up.
What's good, everyone? Hi, I'm CJ, aka Scholastic Dragon, owner of the 2016 U.S. Rowan U Championship National Championship Cup. I will be playing ES Maddox today, and I do things. Follow me on Twitter, Scholastic_Drag.
Champion shit.
Good shit.
Champions in the building. That's what I like. Let's get it.
No, I'm just the owner of the cup. I am not the champion.
No, that's not the energy we're trying to bring, my guy.
No. Honesty.
You ain't got to be the champion of that shit, but you a champion. We champion.
No. See. I know my roles. I'm a champion in everything else, just not the National U.S. Youth Rowan Championship of 2016.
I respect that.
You gonna be the champion of that too. You gonna be the champion of that too. If we gotta go back in time and put your ass in that boat or whatever the fuck they was using, you gonna be the champion of that too. Because we
Listen, if Jax from Mortal Kombat 11 can do it, we can do that too.
We can do it.
You're not wrong.
True.
I think went back and fixed slavery. I'm just saying, like we can minimum do this. Like,
man, he gonna be CJ McFly in this bitch. What you talking about?
that's a solid rap name. I'm just saying, that's a solid rap name.
That's not bad.
You gotta mark that one down.
Be out here bitch smacking bitch like
down.
I earned this cup, nigga.
Yeah, that's right.
Take my fucking DeLorean.
You can't even see them, you bastards.
And just go. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, would it even be a DeLorean? God, what?
Nah, it's a Crown.
Like,
it's a Crown Vic. What are you talking about? It's a Crown Vic. Come on, let's be honest.
I was gonna say,
it's a Crown Vic.
It's
a Crown Vic with 22s. You mean like?
Nah, we gotta do a caddy.
Yeah, okay, I ain't mad at that.
Like an old school Cadillac or some fucking
with some 3 6 Mafia bumping out the background.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I got Krubs and Dubs that look like 50s. I got 25 for 25 for 25. Let me stop before we get banned.
Fucking hit us with the DMC or
You
whatever.
mean y'all ain't even hit for that one. You mean? All right, anyway.
Yeah, all right, let's get it. It's showtime.
Let's make it happen.
All right. So, let's get this game started then. I am your GM. Follow my blade. You must make sure that we stick with our lines and veils, keep everybody safe or whatever, and let's just entertain this chat. All right. So we're gonna open up a little differently from a couple other streams, I think, and we're gonna do something called a vignette.
I love those
for each of our characters. It's a tiebreaker specific thing. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna introduce your characters in a scene where you are just in your element. Everything is going right. Like, this is what would be happening if all the dice was just showstoppers all the fucking time. Show us who you are, describe yourself, describe your scene, and get a little bit of action setting. And when we're going to go around in the circle, do all of that, and then we'll open up to wherever the campaign is going to start at.
Solid.
All right, so same order. We will start with Sin.
Okay. So the notes that I wrote for my character are basically that they are goth skater-esque. So Except for this shirt, because all black everything, like beanies, hoodies, skater pants in Vans, and they have like at least one band of like beaded bracelets like this.
All right, so that's what our character looks like. Now,
Mhm.
give us a little scene, like 2 or 3 minutes of just you just being as badass as possible,
Oh, hell yeah.
and then we're
Me
gonna
being as
drop
bad,
We turn the music down
me
real quick.
being
I
as
got you.
badass
the
as
game.
possible. One, I would never. I'm like the most unassuming character there is. So most of it is me like me hanging out at the library and like deep in a whole bunch of books about biology because that's my jam.
All right.
Um, and some of it is um, going from the library to like the corner store to pick up energy drinks before I go home and start checking some forums. They may, or like for different types of like either biology questions and or light coding jobs because tech things. Do I need a VPN for those? Sure. Did I use Tor for some of those jobs? Probably.
Downloaded Tor browser and got back in.
Word up. And then the title card drops down while you're sitting in your desk drinking a coffee, and it
It says
says Sendo.
uh it says in big caps schema, and then under it it says the unshakable nerdy engineer.
I like it. I like it. Don't even show what they do in the vignette. That's how low key they keep it.
It's just them with like a glowing screen. I will say, like, if I could imagine what the interface would look like, it looks like what like if you've ever played a game of Watch Dogs, it's like you just see like lines going out to different parts of the room or stuff with like
Yes.
calculations they're making.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Like, Eureka. All right, so Fati, introduce your character, give us a little action scene, and drop your little title card at the end with your name.
I got you. No problem. So, I've been thinking about this since I had some time. Thank you, GM.
Do
So,
like Borderlands style.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got you. So we cut to a scene deep in the city. A group of broken resistance fighters are in the middle of a mission. They have weapons, firearms of all shapes and sizes. Some got melee equipment. Some have got cool steampunk gadgets. But they are all freaking the fuck out because they're super pinned down right now. Like there's gunfire and all kinds of explosions happening all around them. They're freaking out. People are shouting orders. People are dying. And one of them, a commander of some kind of looks over, gives a nod. There's a very, very long pause. Everything gets quiet. And then this rippling explosion as the building they're in just bursts out on one side. And this giant creature, long-armed and muscled, but very, very slender with kind of sharp bone spikes on both elbows, one on its sort of center forehead, a long mane of black hair, very, very sharp teeth, and a muscled tail segmented with tails running down it, just bursts through the building, roars in an absolute like shockwave that sends buildings scattering, people scattering. The enemies start falling back and running. That massive figure crumples over. Its chest opens up. A bunch of dark Icarus blood pours out. And in the middle of it, slumping out of in like fleshy tendrils, is a very, very small, young, dark-skinned boy with similarly dark hair, red eyes, and a very tired look on his face. He looks up and kind of gives a very, very sad smile, and then title card, Kana Alva, the Monstrous Rage.
Yes! That's what's up. All right, CJ, same thing. Introduce your character, tell us what you about, drop the title card at the end.
Yeah. So the camera kind of comes down from, I guess, like from the city, kind of going through. You see a bunch of buildings as the camera goes past, and you get onto one soul gym. As you kind of go in, you just see, I'd say like 5'10", shaved head. I did not think about his character description before this. Shaved head, just kind of wearing like gym workout clothes. Just going 1, 2, 3, 4, and you see like 10, 12 people all kind of like squats, doing a bunch of different workouts. just kind of running the gambit of these people. Then it kind of cuts over real fast, and they're kind of doing boxing workouts, mixed martial arts, a lot of different things. And then kind of as like that time just kind of passes really quickly, you get like a big banging on the door. Someone walks in, like a huge motherfucker's like, ho ho ho, y'all aren't gonna last for long. And ES just kind of walks over and it's like, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson, big boy? And just bam, one hit right back through the door and says, you gotta, it's about $20 per month if you want to come in here. You know what's good. And then boom, title card comes in. ES Maddox, the unsung hero.
ES Maddox, the unsung hero. All right, so we got a cast introduced. That's what's up. If y'all like the vignette system, give my boy CD Guanzon some money. At CD Guanzon at on Twitter, I believe. I stole that from him, not to be honest, with his permission.
No, but can we rap about that though? Because like that's literally, I think, how every GM should operate. Like if somebody you like does a thing you fuck with, tell them and be like, yo, can I steal this? As a GM, there is no better compliment than someone else being like, yo, that shit you did in session was dope. Can I do that? The answer is never gonna be like, no, that's my thing. Like, get the fuck. If that person's doing that, they're a shitty GM. Fuck that person. Like, who does that shit? Like, no. Like, come on now. Side note, I'm hitting that person up because I'm stealing the shit out of that. That's fucking incredible. Like,
yeah, Guanzon's amazing. So they don't really like a shit ton of attention. I ain't gonna hold you, but I figured like people like that mechanic. That was him.
we finna be friends on Twitter. I got you.
Yeah, give Holmes his flowers if you see him online. All right, so with the cast introduced, let's talk about how our little scene structure is going to get down. TideBreaker is like kind of a semi-scripted sort of campaign, ideally. And what I like to do when we start the game is we go through each character's questions and their goals. And then we can see, and we'll try to play each scene to see if we can answer one of their questions and then progress their storyline that way. If in the event that we end up running into people that need help, then we add their agendas to the queue, so to speak, and then we can play out the characters trying to help other members of their communities as they get involved with their issues, as it were. But at the moment, we have not introduced any of the NPCs or key figures of these communities that we're going to be exploring in this campaign. So we'll open up with one of your goals, heroes. So I'm thinking we're gonna go right after CJ knocks out that dude from his gym, and let's talk about finding the money for his gem to keep it from shutting down, because that's one of his goals. So CJ, $20 a month, huh? Tell us what you're doing right now.
It's not a lot. I think ES most kind of is like immediately kind of knocks his guys out, lets everyone know, all right, like cool off, got the back door so this weirdo doesn't mess with you. Bing bada boom, gets his stuff done and immediately goes back into the office and starts trying to crunch numbers. $20 a month at 10 to 12 people, it's not a whole lot of money. But he's just trying to do the math a little bit, trying to see how much more money is left before building rent is due. I don't know the business.
Okay. So let's see. What I'm gonna do is introduce the Doom mechanic for the chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do two things. The way the Doom mechanic works is that it is the opposite of our Hope mechanic. Hope is the embodiment of all the positivity and badassness and heroism in the world, right? And Doom is the opposite. where the heroes can use their hope pool to trigger various amounts of effects. If you have access to the early access document, you can see the whole list of hope effects. The Doom can do exactly the same thing, plus a couple of very villain specific things. So what I'm going to do is use 1 point of Doom to introduce a character to CJ's gem. Um, you can veto this if you want, and I'll just resend the Doom expenditure. But you have a botzer that is taken a liking to you, and they just don't want to see the gym closing. So they come in after hours, after their training or whatever, to try to help you do some of the math and run the gym as a community service kind of thing. Like they're just volunteering their time. Um, and the other thing I'm going to do is place a harbinger on the gym itself. A harbinger is an effect that I can use to say that something bad is going to happen in this location soon. We don't know what it is yet, but something's going to happen. And when that progresses, I'll explain how the harbinger system works a little bit more from there. But let's talk about this volunteer. I'm going to let you define who the volunteer is. So who is this person? You know them.
Their name is, looks around the room, Chip.
Her name's Chip. So Chip, we're gonna just say she uses she/her pronouns. All right. So Chip approaches you. She's wearing like mechanics overalls. She's getting ready to go to her job after she leaves the gym. She's already changed out of her boxing attire. She's got it all in a little tote bag, which she kind of like slams down next to the desk. And she goes, "Oh my God, are you behind on the bills again?" Yes, come on.
Okay,
Like, how are you?
look, I can do a lot of things. Math ain't one of them.
Well, thankfully, my trade requires me to be quite good at math. So it's just give me the spreadsheet.
I mean, don't you have to go to work? I mean, look, I can do the spreadsheet eventually.
Yeah, but if you do the spreadsheet, then we're gonna have to pay the accountant even more money because of all of your errors, and you're gonna cause it so much work. So if you just
Wow,
let me
you have
handle the
convinced me
bookkeeping.
so quickly. That was so fast. This is what I let you do it every time. Here you go.
Yeah, like she kind of just like places her hand on your shoulder and just gently shoves you out of the way. And she takes the spreadsheet and she starts looking at it and she goes, "My God, like I'm gonna like lock this up in the safe bots." Like, and
So
she starts like taking the shit and she's like, "1
that's messed up. You know I can never find the key to that.
carry over to 7. Oh, all right. So I have to subtract the membership fees here. Oh my God, regional taxes and then Kaiju taxes because of last week. Just told you stop shifting in public. Oh my God. And ugh. Okay, I'm gonna take this home and do it after work. I'll bring it in tomorrow before training. But ugh, this is a mess. This is. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix this too soon. Oh fuck.
Mm, okay, well, what do you need me to do?
I need you to go back out there, run the 6 o'clock class like you're supposed to, and stop worrying about math that you can't do.
I mean, like, is there anything else I can do? I mean, I can run these classes. I could.
Well,
Actually, I don't know what else I could do. I'm gonna be real.
I feel like you should probably talk to your members because you did just knock a guy through a wall a few minutes ago, and I think that made a little people some nervous. Like
Okay.
we have to make sure that this is a safe spot place for the community. And
Yes.
I mean, getting rid of people that are toxic is one thing, but maybe not so. Like I can't say don't punch people, but maybe like
Yeah. I mean, it's a gym. It's MMA gym. Um,
yeah,
you gotta show them the classes work.
sir, sir, you have to remember you're twice as big as everybody here. Like, And you are a lot stronger. You have to control your strength, honey. Like, please.
You see,
Do some damage control. They're waiting for you.
all right,
Um,
all right. Yep. Okay,
your
take
office
orders.
has a window, and there are a couple of people like sitting outside. And like when you look at them, they kind of like nervously pretend to be going through their boxing drills again. But you can know that they were trying to like listen to the whole conversation.
I say, yeah, that's why you work hard. You're the champ. That's why we call you Chip. Championship, Chip. All right, you get going now. Just try to like lie, diffuse, send her going, and I say I whisper, thank you so much. It's you. I don't think you understand how amazing it is to be good at fighting and to be good at math. It's like night and day.
I mean, like if you could just do the drills the same way you did your accounting, it wouldn't be so hard. 1 2 1 2, all right? 1 2 3 4. Just count it up.
You see, drills 1 2, math is 1 2 3 4. You see, I'm gonna go do the class.
Yeah, please just talk to the membership.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do the class. Thank you so much. And just kind of like he immediately exits.
Yeah,
Goes
she
outside.
waits to make sure that you go talk to the membership, and then she picks up her bag and walks out the back door of your office, and which lets a little bit of light in, and you can see like little spears of light coming through the office, which isn't well lit, I'm assuming, and like a little bit of dust. It kind of reminds you that maybe you should probably sweep up the place later. And then she closes the door with a little puff of dust like coming out behind of it, and walks out into the alley, mumbling something about the trash hasn't been taken out on the side, and there's a drunk over there, and she's like yelling at the drunk to go home on her way to work. Okay, so now that you've talked to Chip and you have the membership in front of you, there's a bunch of kids and some adults from your membership, and they're looking at you to speak. Like they're clearly concerned, and they're wondering like what's going on because they overheard most of the conversation about you being behind on your bills.
Hey GM, real quick, tell me
What's
if I'm
up?
using this improperly. Uh, I'd like to spend some hope to spout exposition about this place.
Go for it.
Uh, right before ES goes to give his sort of speech to the students, there's a rumbling he hears in the back office again,
Okay.
which I don't know. He can investigate if he wants to.
Yeah. I'm like, hold on, everyone. Yeah, I go look. Just
Yeah, under your not your main desk, but kind of like your side desk where you keep a lot of like random paperwork and other sort of assorted things. Under that is a figure moving that, as you look a little closer with the light hitting it the right way, it's Kana. He slept in there.
I look, and I think she's like, do I deal with this now, or you know what? He's tired. And I gotta go back out and
I
say,
respect you.
all right, everyone. So you may have heard some rumors through a window, through the grapevine of my office. The times are hard. And you know what they say about times being hard? When the going gets tough, we hit hard. We hit back. Um,
Last time someone said that they got stepped on and their whole house went under with them. Are you sure, sir?
okay, sometimes when the going gets tough, you have to leave and move on with your life because that's how change ebbs and flows of high school football as well as boxing. Look, Jim ain't doing so great, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna keep coming back. We're gonna get up. Sometimes you get hit. You hit the ground and you stand back up twice as hard. That's resiliency. And this gym, it's been around for years. It's resilient.
Okay. What I want you to do is this is more of a show of your endurance as a person,
Ooh.
and how it reflects on your membership. So, like, it's not so much what you're saying, but how you're saying it that's going to affect them. So, roll your endurance, and then add your. You have a specialty involving doing speeches and stuff, right? I believe that's
Negotiation.
yeah. So yeah, add your +2 to that, and so your endurance +2, and then 1 for the speech itself. We'll count that as a
So
stunt.
endurance. So I have a 3 endurance. +2 is a 5. Am I rolling anything, or do I just let math be math?
You're definitely rolling all those dice.
That's what I thought. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm rolling 5d6.
3, 4,
Wait,
5,
it's 3, 4, 5,
66.
66. Understand. I get it now.
Yeah, I gave you an extra +1 for stunt.
Sick. Oh god, one of these didn't.
Because your specialty is in motivation.
That's what it is now. It's a. Where did that go?
Counting all the 4s. 4 pluses.
Aha! It's funny because all I got was 4s. I got 4
Okay.
4s and 2 numbers that aren't 4s.
All right, so the membership all kind of starts murmuring amongst each other, and they're listening to you, and they're like absolutely captivated by every word you're saying. Like you can hear the murmuring start to become more clear, and like they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna get up and we're gonna keep swinging. That's the way of ES's gym. Let's go!" And like all of the membership are together, like pumping their fists and they're cheering, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna get back to work and show them our spirit." And they like all run back to their stations, and like this is the hardest you've seen them hit their drills in months. And they're gonna go, so we're gonna get together and then we're gonna do these drills and we're gonna like go back and we're gonna hit the streets and follow the paperwork and we're gonna save this gym for ES.
Hit the streets
And
and
everyone's like,
paperwork.
yeah.
It's like, also, don't forget to pay your memberships. That's like top #1 thing that you can do.
Yeah, pay a membership. Whoa!
$20 a month.
Yeah.
You see things, damn, maybe I should have raised it.
Yeah, so they're absolutely galvanized at this point. Okay, so they're running through the drills floppily, because their excitement has actually making them slip up a little bit. So
Wow.
maybe do a roll to make sure nobody gets hurt.
Yeah.
You've hyped them up a little bit too much.
They're a little too hyped. It's infectious. Yeah. What am I doing then?
It depends. Tell me how you do it.
Oh, see, that makes sense. Oh god. Looking
Come on,
at all of
Kamina.
these stats. I just
You gotta have them believe in you
maybe
to believe in them.
might. I kind of just like kind of reaffirmed to them like, hey, calm down. You gotta stay focused.
All right.
Energy ain't a bad thing.
So you're just kind of like forcefully, kind of like,
Yeah,
yo, chill.
Yeah, for like, yeah, hey,
The fuck
y'all
down.
gotta calm down. Y'all gotta calm down.
Just fucking House of Pain beat comes on,
House of
and
Pain
Busta
beat,
Rhymes
yeah.
and Eminem start rapping.
Oh,
Yeah, honestly,
no.
I turn on some music. I remind them to. I said, "Get your heads in the game.
Oh,
keep
no.
it going. Let's go." You know, it can be a little exciting at the beginning of practice. Now it's go time.
All right. So yeah, roll your might and add your specialty again, because this is still a motivation thing. And +1 for the stunt.
I'll move this dice so I don't get confused. Woohoo! 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 numbers that are higher than 4.
Okay, yeah, That'll do it. So they all kind of like freeze up for a second, and they start trying to like go back. Like you can see them mentally calculating in their head like how many sets and how many reps they were supposed to do, like what combinations they're supposed to be practicing at the moment. Because before they were just kind of like random youthful energy, just throwing wild hooks and haymakers, just out of sheer exuberance of the moment, right?
They're in the springtime of youth, okay?
Yeah, it's just fucking full
Yeah, I
Mike
went there.
Guy mode,
I went there.
you know. Youth, the power of youth.
Oof.
No one else is
Yeah.
gonna go
Out
there,
here
so I
opening
went
the
there.
third gate.
Ha!
The gate of life open. So yeah, but they all take a deep breath and they go, all right, so we're gonna focus, we're gonna do our thing, and then when we're done, we'll go spread out our flyers and stuff, and we're gonna try to get this place, we're gonna try to save this place. So with that, like, I'm gonna take that nod as you nodding in character too.
Feels
Um,
good. He's like,
Scene cuts to
flyers.
black, and that's it for the scene. So the ramifications for that are going to be obviously that Chip is going to help you with your finances, and your membership themselves are going to, over the rest of the session, go out and start promoting your gem for you. So like,
Shout out to Chip.
yeah, by the power of your charisma, you know,
Some like
you're
that,
going
right?
to you're on the road to saving the gem.
Hey.
Heck yeah. Look, it's hard to ask people to give more money, but we can get more people.
Yeah,
More people
definitely get
means
more people.
money.
Mm-hmm. Who goes
The
after?
math will add up.
The math will
Okay.
math.
Okay, so sometime after that, we will cut over to who else is in this game? Sendo. So Sendo, right after your opening, you're on your computer. The room is dark. I'm assuming that you're just sitting there like L from Death Note with your feet on the chair and shit, like typing away, right?
Well, like typing away, but specifically, I am waiting for like a delivery note.
Okay. Ding! Your little computer shoots out a little like puff of smoke, and an envelope pops out of your printer.
You know, I was about to go, but how? And then I remembered that this was a steampunk genre game.
Big
So
steampunk.
okay, so what does this telegram have on it?
This telegram says that downtown there is going to be someone waiting for you by the gym. And they have a lead on your folks.
Okay, um, is this anonymous? This note,
Oh,
or does it
absolutely.
have the sender? Okay, um, then I slam the rest of the energy drink that I'm drinking, and I grab two Twizzlers off the desk, and I head out into town.
I'm going to also spend 1 point of doom to spout exposition about your printer and add a little bit of lore to the setting. Your printer is also a very early 3D printer that uses a combination of powders and plastics and stuff to create different objects, which can be accessed remotely by other people with this technology. So what we're gonna do here is have you make a little roll, because when you pick up the paper, it feels a little off. Give me a intuition roll.
Intuition. So when we're rolling, is it that like the amount of dice for the number in the box?
Yeah, your stat is how many dice you roll.
Okay. For intuition, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have one dice that is greater than 4.
Uh-oh.
It's close enough. There is some fine print on the bottom of the letter, and it says, if you are still holding this, you should probably drop it because the letter is going to go up in smoke.
I immediately just go put the letter in the bathroom sink.
Okay, so while you're running, your hand burns a little bit because the immediately the letter was timed for give you just enough time to go, ooh, a letter, read the fine print, and then catch on fire.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's either drop that on the floor and have my whole house burned, or have the paper safely burned in the bathroom sink. So this is a lot of me being trying to.
It goes
like almost immediately.
Yeah, it's just like it's a real hot flame.
Like flash paper.
Oh, so is it what like is it flash paper?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's basically a flash paper thing. So it just makes a little light. It singes the tips of your fingers, and there's just like a little bit of black ash on the ground in front of you. Like, this message will self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.
Well, it immediately goes up in flames, and of course, I'm just like, I go into one of the desk drawers and I pull out a Hello Kitty Band-Aid to put on the spot on my finger that I have burned.
Okay, Hello Kitty exists in this universe. We'll do that for free.
They're my favorite.
Yeah,
listen,
I'll let you have your fun, man.
Listen, we're just gonna be Sanrio fans over here. If I have to have Band-Aids, they all have Hello Kitty on them canonically in every universe. And then
I'm going to say that there are also a Gretzko stickers because that is my link to Sanrio.
Okay. I am fine. You know something? Considering how much I like those characters, I'm fine with either one of them in universe, or both of them in universe.
It's my game, so Gretzko.
There it is.
Okay. So, just because we can just do whatever we want here at this point. So it's an Gretzko set of Band-Aids, but they're assorted. So that has like different of her rage expressions or other just like I can't believe this is happening expressions. I got the rage one from when she goes to karaoke screaming about work things. That's the Band-Aid I pulled out of the box.
I would have tagged you more as like a Finico kind of guy.
You should see my work Twitter. That would explain a lot. I'm gonna get kind of get up, stretch out a little bit. I think probably pick up a backpack in case I need to carry something, and head out the door.
Cool. So the door shuts behind you, and the camera is just facing your back from the inside of the door. And then you walk in front of the camera while the door shuts, revealing the rest of your little lab. And then the door shuts on your lab, and the scene ends. Okay, and so we'll go to Kana, but before we start with Kana, we'll give a little hint of what's going to happen with you later, because I like doing a little foreshadowing between scenes. So
actually, as a thought, just real quick, since it's we're at the time, do you want to kind of give the hint and then slide the break?
Yes.
Let it cliffhang.
Yeah. So we'll do the hint, go to break, and do the thing.
So do you think?
All right. So Sin flash paper popped, burnt his fingers. Then they left. Yeah. So basically, because they were doing that, and you know what, I'm gonna pop a Harbinger and send too, just cause.
You got it.
They don't notice this, but the camera, if you're looking really close at the frame, Sin's back window had a man in a hood walking by, and then they stop and they watch for Sin to close the door.
That's not good.
Hate that.
I don't
So
like
something might be happening at Sin's house while they're gone.
I don't like that at all. Not a big
Okay.
fan.
Dun dun dun! Find out what happens next on TideBreaker All Black Everything after the break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Jizz. Deuces, y'all. See y'all in a little bit.
Okay, so we're back. All right, let me get the chat window back up. All right, there we go. Hey, what has chat been talking about since we've been gone?
Who knows?
Nothing. Y'all sleep today?
Nah, they out there. They out here. There's a
So,
lot of love for our characters.
I know that y'all are out here celebrating in the ways that you are, including being a burrito and doing your laundry and enjoying the pleasure of our charismatic personalities. And we just want to say we appreciate you.
Mwah.
Mwah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Let's get back into it.
But also, y'all are behind on these Foxier redemptions. Not gonna lie.
I mean, or we could just not. That's also. I could just reclaim my time.
I mean, they spent the points. You gotta honor the transaction, Fox.
You're right. I did one. I put them on. I had them on. I redeemed them for the proper time.
Gotta honor these transactions.
It's all good.
That is the only way the economy can
flow. We gotta save the economy.
Yeah.
Economists.
Yeah,
we can't let the economy crash.
Has to stand based on your willingness to do the things that you said you're gonna do.
All right. Besides sounding like capitalists, let's make this happen.
JoJo's.
All right, so let's get it. So where were we? Sendo. Yeah, Sendo, right?
Yeah, we just left a creepy dude looking in their window as they were leaving.
It's weird.
I would like to spend a point of hope to spot exposition.
All right. Mind you, y'all start with hope equal to the party.
2 times the amount of party members, so I think that's 6.
We got 6. Or let's do
you're down to 4 now.
Okay. So let me.
That hope increases my doom back up by 1. So I'm back up to 10 because I get 2 times y'all's starter.
That's supposed to scare me?
No, not yet.
I'm never afraid of anything. I fear no GM.
You haven't got to fear the GM.
He's a Nick. It's not me who's gonna come for you. It's the consequences of your actions. Okay, so for me, I was wanted to make this note, and I feel like everyone here will appreciate that. So one of my abilities and knacks is to just put things together, unlimited resources to make things new. So one of the things that I do in order to 1, pass the time, and 2, pay my bills is that for the local community of drag artists, I help them with fixing things like wigs and costumes when they break and tear. So they bring me like damaged equipment and like bits of whatever they've been able to collect to like put things together, and I just make them work. So it's kind of like, hey, I need you to repair this wig. Do you need a pixie cut? Do you need a bob? Do you need locks? What color does this need to be, or what have you? If you bring me dresses, if you bring me your broken stiletto heels, I will make sure that these things are performing quality by the time that I'm done.
Bring me your broken, huddled heels, and I will re-snatch them.
Oh man, bring me your tired. Bring me your
broken. In time for drag brunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will make you fabulous.
Amen.
All right. So Sin is out and about on town, heading down towards the gym. Foxy is, I'm assuming, in the sewer underneath the gym.
No, I'm still under ES's desk. I'm asleep. I was left to rest. Unless time's passed, which because he'd probably gotten up and just crawled back out the window and gone about his day.
All right, so I'm going to move time forward just a little bit.
Yeah.
Sin has arrived. You have popped out of the window, and you bump into each other.
Oh, hi.
Is this my character that you run into?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yo.
Good morning. Is it still morning?
Dude.
Oh.
Somewhere, sort of.
Oh. I slept in again. I was hungry. How are you?
Okay. You want a snack?
Yes.
Twizzler.
He just literally just like face forward. Mmm. Thank you. What brings you around?
I'm supposed to be meeting like a friend here in a little bit. What about you?
Well, I had a mission out last night, and this place is closer than the hideout, so I figured Sensei wouldn't mind if I just slipped under his desk. So I did that.
Like, this is what you see is like a quizzical look on his face, because I'm like, the word hideout just happened here, but I'm pretty sure I should have asked the next question, which is like, what do you mean? So I'm looking around for people to see if anyone else is in the area.
I mean,
And go,
Kana has a reputation for known for having worked with a local resistance fighter cell. You can't exactly be a giant beasting, shifting kaiju and not have it known what you do in your spare time sometimes.
that's fair.
You know, that's probably what I would assume. That's probably what Schema's first assumption would be if he mentions hideout. Is like, oh, the resistance hideout, wherever the hideout is.
Okay. Well, I mean, I suppose the gym is a pretty practical place. Got a lot of, people who can protect you here and stuff.
And the floor is comfortable.
So, ES, at this point, assuming you probably walked outside hearing all this conversation.
Yeah, I heard the window open again. See, now that there's not a million people in my gym, just, oh my God, where are you going? And I just kind of like tidy up whatever it is I was doing, walk out, open the back door, close the window and lock it. And I'm like, you can just use the door.
Well, yes, but it was late and you were sleeping. Good morning, Sensei. Or afternoon?
It's... Okay. Alright. Yep, okay. We all know each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, sick. I say, howdy, what's up? What are y'all doing back here?
Just Fernando.
Well, actually, I'm waiting on someone. I wonder where they are.
I assumed it was you.
Come to think of it.
I was looking at Sensei. I assumed the person he was meeting was you.
Oh, no, me and Zendo aren't meeting. I mean, did you want to meet?
They've got time.
I think you could put some more muscle on. We could do an evaluation. You need a physical? I need money.
Back and forth between the two of them.
I'll give you a discount.
$15 a month.
15 for a
You know
physical.
something? Sure, as long as you don't say anything bad about my posture. I already feel terrible about it as it is.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, and I guess I'm a physician. I guess I do physicals too. I don't know how long a physical takes. They're pretty quick, actually. Like 15 minutes in and out. Come back outside. All right. Are you eating properly?
There's a 1,000-yard stare as an answer to that question.
I write that down.
Between those two words, I'm doing one of those.
A part of me hopes that. See, I want it to be the properly part, but I'm just gonna be happy with the fact that you're eating.
Kana, who is
You just see, like, the only response that you get is him very sheepishly eating another Twizzler, just really slow.
Please, for the love of whatever God we pray for, eat a meal. I am begging.
I pull out whatever communication device I have and look for email or some kind of communication about where my contact is.
All right, so you dig through your belongings that you have on you, and there's like a small little PDF of like 3 little exhaust pipes sticking out of the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the screen is more kind of like a etch and sketch where the gas kind of like shapes into the words and stuff that you need to see.
Mm-hmm.
And there's literally no data on what you were supposed to be eating today. You forgot to put it in.
For what I was supposed to be eating?
That's what you were asking, right?
No, like I'm trying to find out who the person is that I was supposed to be meeting, for the note that just like
But
disappeared in a
also,
flash.
fix your diet.
Oh, geez, my bad.
With an M, yeah.
Yeah, the meeting place was here. According to the note, like I guess you were typing that in on your way out. So you got that right, and you realize that it's a little too quiet. This plaza is a bit more bustling than normal. Um, there's a couple shady figures in the alleyway on the other side of the plaza. The plaza itself is just like a really open space with a giant fountain in the middle of it. It's got a sort of light brown stonework. There's just all like kind of tiles that are going around in the circle with the fountain in the center. There's a couple of buildings around that kind of form a square around the fountain centerpiece. Yeah. But each building has like an alley going out into other parts of the town. And the one directly across from you, there's a couple of people talking to themselves and intently staring at you.
Okay.
They don't
Like-
seem normal.
Like y'all see me talking, but then you also see me like looking across the way at the alley for like brief moments here and there to make sure I'm seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing correctly.
Yeah.
But also, so I know you said membership was like $15 a month or something
okay,
like that.
Memberships are 20. Physicals are one time 15.
Okay, right. But also, do you need like any kind of like assistance or help at the gym?
You see, now that you mention it, I mean, I am getting a little bit of help with the math, but overall, I'm bureau too. Yeah, I need a lot of help.
But what about me, Sensei? I'm useful.
You're useful at a lot of things. Making money is not one of them.
Is it because I can't read or write?
So there's like sounds going on, but like while they're talking, this is me like in a garden with birds and flowers in my happy place because he has said math and I am like the math person of this group.
Uh-oh.
Chip is gonna have words.
It's like I currently have someone doing a little bit of math for me, but they're a busy person, and I would like her to not be doing the
Oh
math.
no, he's
all
finger
the time.
tapping. Oh
No,
no. Oh,
by the
no.
way, this is a note. I'm actually doing this in
You're
character.
getting finger tapped. Oh no.
I feel a strong sense of you wanting to do my
Alright,
math
so-
for me.
Okay, so like not for nothing, I really like numbers, and I hope I hope I get to help with that experience.
Yes, please. I am begging. Also, you keep looking over. Are you good?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Let me go find out real quick, actually. And
Are you leaving?
I
Are
think
you
I think my contact's over there. So I'm going to go over there and see whatever this is that's going
Yeah,
on.
good luck.
Kind of follows you.
you move towards the figures in the alleyway?
Kind of follows without being asked to, whether or not he's told
I
to
am-
stay.
I am going to.
When you look over, you realize that they're not in that alley anymore.
Hmm?
Okay.
Hmm.
Can I use
When
an
you started-
ability?
When you started doing your tapping thing, they started moving away.
Oh, okay. Can I use an ability?
Absolutely. What are you trying to do?
Okay. I would like to use the social aspect of the discerning ability.
Okay. Tell the chat what that does.
So, in a social context, if you use a discerning ability, it makes you immune to effects that disguise characters or interactables. So, what I want to do is see if have these people completely disappear from the crowd altogether and left something behind, or have they blended into the crowd and just moved to a different position?
Huh. Do you need to roll for that or no?
I don't know.
What's it say specifically?
Like, that's literally what it says. Social. You become immune to any effects that disguise a character or interactable until the end of the scene.
Okay.
It has
Then,
like no notes on rolls.
yeah, there's no roll then. So you trigger it, and then just poof, you can start seeing shit. So what happens is when you start paying full attention to the crowd, you notice that there are a pattern of outfits that are very common to the people that dress in this area, and you notice the differences between the strangers that were in the alley, and you can tell immediately that based on what they were wearing, they're not from here. So you start scanning the crowd and checking everybody's fit, like literally, right? And you can see a couple of people that are wearing shoes that are from a different district than the what's normally worn from the depot. And by their kicks, you can notice them like starting to move towards you, and they're trying to sneakily weave through the crowd, go through alleyways when you're not looking, and then try to move in on your position.
Hey GM, could I roll an ability using one of my my specialties? My what are they called? Yeah, one of my specialties. My jobs, I mean.
Yeah, one of your job task things. What are you
Yeah,
trying to do?
I got watching as a job task, and so what I want to actually flavor this as is more of kind of literally just like taking in several sniffs, pointing out there are some not familiar scents, and trying to get a sense of how many we think we're dealing with.
Go for it.
Well, what stat should I be rolling here? I'm gonna try. Should I have focus?
Focus would be more of if they were trying to distract you.
How about intuition then?
Yeah, I would just say intuition.
All right, and I have using watching gives me what benefit? Remind me.
It lets you roll it without botching.
Cool. So let's roll those 3 d6s. Looking for 4s or higher. That is
Yeah,
exactly...
you have. Let me make sure you're rolling the right numbers so you're not jipping yourself.
My intuition is 3. Is 3.
Your description will give you a stop bonus, so roll 4.
Oh, cool. Let me add another one in there. Oh, another success for a grand total of 3 successes.
3 successes? Yeah, you pinpoint them like dead on. Like it's like Pepe Le Pew, like being floating on a little stench trail to some chick.
Yeah.
Some poor cat. But the cat are some interlopers in this case. They are at the pawn shop 2 buildings away from the gem. And they're moving in closer from your right.
Hey Sensei, listen. So I don't know what's happening here, but I would probably say that maybe at least I should go, because, well, let's just say I have a sneaky suspicion things are gonna get a little bit weird around here, and I don't want any trouble in your trim.
See, now when you say weird and when you say just you, do you mean weird as in giant kaiju are going to start appearing, or weird as in people are going to want to fight?
Kana's face looks very concerned suddenly.
Yeah, you're picking up some...
It's giving me... Well, I would just... And like literally this. Because of the people that I hang around with and do work for. It's giving me... Things are about to pop off in the VIP section.
I love him.
It's serving Solange in the elevator. Listen, we kind of need to. I just need to like be elsewhere.
Yeah, you're not anywhere by yourself.
Also, we at some point
gets back.
I'm back. I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm good.
At some point, no matter what district they come from, by the way, we're gonna have to talk about this footwear. My queens would never.
Oh! Oh my fucking god! I love them so much.
Okay. So your next roll related to anything you do resolving these people approaching you. I'm gonna say showstopper. Showing hands.
I agree. Hell yeah, absolutely, no question. I lost my shit.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? like, like,
Do it.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right, so Sendo, whatever you do nuts, your dice are going to gain ignite 1, and any ignited dice explode. In the meantime, Kana, you are definitely feel like the scent in the air has some very familiar and unwanted pheromones being given off, and you know by instinct that these are associated with imminent hostility. So if you want to tell Sendo that what they are suspecting is absolutely true,
yeah.
you can do so now.
Yeah, Kana's face literally shifts immediately from like kind of shy and jovial to like very, very serious and sullen, and just they want to fight. Absolutely.
Okay, so he, hey Sensei, so that we don't run into problems at the gym, do you mind if I just take this around the corner or something like that, or do you have a suggestion?
How about? Well, here's the thing. I don't really want to do more renovations on the gym, so let's go around. Let's just go.
Okay.
Let's get.
We want to take this somewhere spacious, Kana says.
So you know
with a lot of
something?
nervousness on his
Let's
face.
just. I'm just going to suggest trying to be, at least somewhat casual about it. So why don't we just do that then and walk to wherever we're going to go?
Yeah, where do you want to go?
Okay.
Where is the nearest, kind of like side street that we can walk to?
Well, considering that the gym has an alleyway that Chip left earlier,
Oh, nice.
like y'all can just walk right down the alley, and then
Yeah.
there's a port a little ways down the road.
Let's do it.
Let's go there then.
Okay. So we're gonna like walk it on down there.
Okay. Kana, as you are walking, you can tell that the scent is keeping just about the same amount of distance from you, and it's not moving any faster or slower than you. It's like they're keeping pace
We are being
specifically
followed.
so they are tracking you.
Yeah, Kana again, it's like cutting his eyes behind them. We are being followed.
Mm. Well, if a show is what they want, I suppose we should give them one.
I would not really prefer a fight if we could help it.
Very fair.
I hope they don't intend one, honestly. I was hoping that it would just be a wig or a dress or like a pair of high heels, something normal.
I sure hope so.
I
You
think
okay?
it's going to be more of a skin kind of situation.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
skins.
Yeah,
Hey, Con, are
again,
you okay?
I just don't really like fighting much. It gets messy.
As
Have
you
you
say
seen my-
that,
Have you seen my physicals? I'm not a fighter either.
as you say that, you are getting closer to the port, and the smells of your pursuers are being blended in with the smells of the fish in the area and all of the packing. But you can still get a read on where your pursuers are, and it's only because that they're getting closer. If they had kept their distance, you would have lost them by now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just again, lowering his focus in, just they will confront us soon, I'm sure.
Great. Connor, can you give me a clock direction and stay next to Sendo?
Yes, Sensei. Kind of moves directly next to Schema, and then just kind of like closes his eyes and sniffs really hard. GM, what's my general like clock direction on where these weirdos
Southbound.
are at? Southbound. Just so
behind.
So yeah, so like
us.
looking from forward, just 6 o'clock, 6:15 maybe.
I say, give me a countdown.
15, 20 minutes at this pace. If they get antsy, 10.
I basically wait until they're within my sprinting distance.
Okay, and with that, they are starting to appear in droves. Just they're coming out of the various alleys, and a couple of them were actually waiting a few docks down,
Oh
and like you can see them grabbing like fishing rods and pipes and just anything that's handy nearby, and they're kind of like this
no.
while they walk closer to you.
This is going to get messy.
Freaks.
So tell me what you do. I want some responses from everybody as the approach. While you're doing that, I'm just gonna draw up a little map.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just kind of look at, well, like Sensei already is like knows what time it is and is ready to clock all the way in. So like, probably not a need for a speech here. But for Kana, I'm just like, it's gonna be okay. I'm pretty sure you're going to be okay, and Sensei is definitely going to be okay. And then I just take a casual look at them and go, more than probably.
Kind of breathes out a little bit. Thank you.
That being said, I can't say I take very kindly to people making problems for friends. So if they decide to make a problem, well, I suppose that's out of our hands, and that's okay.
His eyes flare with the barest bit of red, and just, I will make them not a problem.
I would like to activate ability number 2 for the day.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Heyo.
Heyo.
Go
And
for it.
like the entire activation is just based on, hey, we got this. So I'm going to activate the aura ability.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Which makes me a hazard equal to a stat of my choice plus my power level instead of rolling to attack. And as an extended action, I can maintain this function and affect any targets within a zone that I enter or remain in at the end of my turn.
Nice. 2 seconds.
Slightly more serious music going on right here. A little more combat-y vibe.
There's also a social aspect here, but I don't think this is a social thing.
Yeah, you're definitely doing the combat.
No
Point.
talk. Fuck all that talking. Let's do it.
Oh, shit. Fuck all the talking. We on
The
shit. Nah,
The
fuck
fun
it.
thing, the fun thing for all of you is that with discerning being a thing, hazards that I control, including me, don't harm my friends.
Oh, I'm glad one of us has that ability.
Oh. Oh, hold on.
All right, so I'm gonna share my screen in a second.
Let's do it. Oh, actually, that might be a slightly poor idea, given the way I have cameras working.
Oh, really?
Oh,
It
like-
just replaced me, wouldn't it?
Well,
no, like make another
Make it
item on
fun.
the
Let
screen.
me make it fun.
If I share my screen?
Yep. That's how Discord works.
Because it's a
Yep.
Ooh.
I could try to like swap it out with you though, if you want. Yeah, go ahead, do that. Yeah, just pop it up. We'll make it work. We'll do it live.
All right, cool. All right, so let's share my screen. Buttons.
Buttons.
Sure.
Buttons.
Go live. Okay.
Press the watch stream button, then we go. Wait, nope, not like that.
Oh, yep. There's everyone.
I know. I'm working. Okay.
No, I was watching the thing.
I'm fixing it. Hold tight.
Come on, Jamboard.
It's not gonna be a big map, but it'll be visible to some degree. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You know. Let me biggin it a little bit.
Resize some things.
Let me throw it up over top of the overlay temporarily,
Oh God, why is it so small?
and then we just go ahead and then biggin it.
There we go. Right in front. I want all these in front.
Bang! There you go. Look, now we got a little. You mean?
Why is it
Also,
not
future
work-
reference, we can get you a roll 20 family. That's easily doable, so you can do any of these things.
Oh, I like using the Google stuff.
That's
to be
fine.
honest.
Well, listen, whatever makes you work, baby boy. I listen.
What makes you happy?
I'm about to move the overlay for stream right now. Wham!
Very much a matter of just me knowing how to use Jamboard.
You got it, baby. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Switch
Oh,
it
you
over.
guys are
Bang.
more over here.
All right, we out here with it.
Actually, put the fishing ship
Doing it live.
this way.
Look at us on dot.
Ah, cancel. Back end, mid. So, say the little alley was like over there. All right, cool. So Sendo activates their aura, and the mob goes, "Yeah, that's what I thought. They're shifters, and a shifter sympathizer. You know what we do with the sympathizers, right, boys? Beat them and bring them back to the boss, yeah? Exactly.
You will not
And
harm
with
my
that-
friend.
Oh, we're gonna harm you first. You dirty shifter."
Good lord.
Bits of steam start to slowly pour off of Kana's skin.
Oh, jeez. And with that, we're definitely rolling initiative.
What it
to
sound
roll-
like?
Yeah, to roll initiative in Tiebreaker, you're going to take your agility stat on modified and just roll that straight.
That's a big number of dice for me.
Wish
That is absolutely not a big number of dice for me.
not a big number for me.
Agility 5, gang.
And let's see.
Actually, I'd also like to. No, never mind. I didn't take that. I changed my standout. Never mind. I was going to use the standout feature, but I changed it. Here come those D6s.
Well,
Is that 5 successes we're looking at?
5 successes.
5. Yeah. 4, 4, 4, 5, 6. Exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, please and thank you.
child, I just had a physical. Like, you already know I'm not agile. Like I said, I have had like 3 whole cans of Bang, some Twizzlers, and
work all
ramen
day.
today. Nah, I don't got it. I don't got
Had
it
a
for y'all
whole
today.
One success.
So 1 success for ES. And Sendo, what's your roll?
No successes.
Uh-oh.
None.
I love that for you. That
I
feels
had an
right.
agility of 2 and got 2.
I also have
on
an
both
agility of
die.
2.
Oh, ow, pain. I'm so
I
sorry, friend.
dumped agility.
No, like, it's fine. My job is to hang back anyway. It's cool. Like,
All right,
we-
so
we understood.
The person who least wants to fight gets to go first. Fantastic.
That feels correct.
all right, so top of the order we have Kana.
All right. I guess so. They're kind of like surrounding us, right? They're kind of like all around this sort of situation.
They're all approaching you from the far port, and
All
they're going to be moving. They're going to be moving this way, like towards the dock, like that.
Then yeah, I'm gonna just you know, kind of grew up on the rough streets. He knows how to handle himself if he has to. You know, after losing his mother. So what he does is I'm kind of like sneaking between the kind of like that alleyway in between the dock and the fishing ship, kind of like where we are right now. I want to sneak in that space, kind of get myself down low and wait till one of them walks past and just slug them, just ambush, come out of the fucking cut, Randy Orton type shit. You mean like
So,
Not Randy Orton.
Randy Orton a little? You mean like?
so we're gonna sit here and wait.
Yeah, I'm sitting right here waiting, literally just crouching down, get myself nice and low and hard to see. As soon as one walks
All
by,
right.
knock them the fuck out.
All right, cool. We'll hold your action then. All right, and from there it's going to be the mobs. The mobs don't notice you. They don't notice you because you're like sitting behind the ship. So they pop in.
Oh God.
Oh,
And now you
number
take action.
2, how you doing, buddy?
All right, so what do you do?
Yeah, kind of literally just like with like a kind of like almost feralish, very shout, but he's a small boy, so it's pretty high pitched, so it's not exactly as threatening as it should be. Just jumps out of this, like from like the shadows, like grabs Mob 2 by the shoulder, pulls him in, and just slugs him across the face as hard as possible. Twice if I have to.
Come on, United States of Smash.
Ah!
Just
When you're fighting the Stooges in TideBreaker, you automatically connect as long as you roll at least one success, and you're out. You're able to roll whatever stat you choose.
It's gonna be a quick little. I have both 5 in might and agility. This might feels right for this because I'm going pretty hard. I'm trying to knock this motherfucker the fuck out. Here comes 5 d6s.
All right.
That's I wasted the good roll, but we still got at least.
And add an extra die for your stunt.
Hell yeah, big stunts. Oh, another success for 3 successes total. Thank you, GM.
3 successes total. Okay, cool. So this mob goes flying into a bowl of fish, like a fishing.
nice.
What do you call it? Like a drum,
Yeah.
like a fishing drum. And the drum pops down and like it bends, and the fish just start pouring all over the dude's head.
Yeah,
Like-
Khan just growls low at him, just like very, very focused.
Yeah, he's not knocked out, but he's definitely hurt, and he's like grabbing his hat and just trying to like empty it from like squeeze it with water before he stands back up.
Gross.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's all I got. Go on ahead.
Yeah, and they have 4 reinforcement boxes. You definitely hit them past their scale. Nope, their scale's 4, so you didn't crit them, but you do put a mark on one of their reinforcement boxes.
Cool.
Okay. So the mobs notice you now, and one of these guys are going to jump on you, and the other 2 are going to attack Sendo.
That seems kind of rude.
Actually, no. One's going to attack Sendo, the other's going to attack ES. All right. So the 2 that are going to jump on Kana are both going to use their, because I'm super duper creative, their ability that is powered by mob. There's a mob function.
I fought with the mob and I got ties.
Yeah. And because you hit them, they gained a little bit of attrition, which gives them some momentum equal to their endurance. But mobs don't, Stooges don't track endurance. What they do instead is they use their scale. So they have a scale of 4, so they gain 4 momentum. And the mobs both use their ignite. They both use their mob function to gain ignite 1 on their roll. So they're going to jump at you. One of them is going to like actually do a leaping attack and try to like hit you in the head with a giant wrench. And the other one is going to try to pull your leg out from underneath by like flipping the fishing reel at you and wrapping the fishing line around your hook and pulling right when their friend tries to land.
That's creative.
Thanks. So and to do that, you can tell me how you try to defend against us.
Kana's all about movement. The moment that come at him, he's just stepping back, trying to keep himself on his feet, and float like a butterfly, baby. You know.
All right, so that means I will be rolling against your focus.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Your focus is 3, and these guys have a power level of 4. I'm giving myself the stunt bonus for my description, so I'm gonna roll 5 dice. And I have ignite 1 on the second roll.
Got it.
Okay, I got 2 successes on the first one, so that one misses. And 1, 2, 3, 4 successes on the second one. And since I have ignite 1, I can re-roll 1 die. And that re-roll die, it turns out to be another miss. So you get hit once, and you are now down. So that fishing reel, it got you by the leg, but it didn't like hurt you. What hurt you was the second guy coming and hitting you in the head with the wrench. So you go flying into the railing that would have separated you from the boardwalk. You like bounce off of the thing, and now you're down on one knee, like just growling at them. Okay, And from there, so we have the mobs. Oh, my bad. ES tied with the mobs. They should have went first.
It'd be like
So yeah, before your mob attacks you,
Do some shit to him.
That's so funny.
beat their ass.
Yeah.
Motherfucker
Also-
walk into a real bad situation.
I'm gonna use an ability. I'm gonna use overwhelming singularity.
Hello.
So on contact, opponents must spend 5 momentum to block this. If they don't have momentum, add +1 to my power level for this attack. On a dodge, they have to move out of this zone or be affected as normal. And then singularity, I may cause a target gap to remove all positive effects on characters within it and destroy all interactables less than the gap's DR that's caught inside.
Yeah, there's no gap in the dock, but they don't understand what's going on with your ability, so they don't choose to spend any momentum.
Sick. I hope
So-
it destroys all their stuff.
That'd be fun.
So how are you using this ability?
So I think as they're kind of like running towards me and Sendo, I think like he just breathes in, and almost like if you've ever seen like, I think it's like Young Justice, you see like Bane getting real big, in the similar sense, and just like muscles pulsing and tensing, and just in a big punch of force, just absolutely boxer style punches everything in front of him and just kind of like obliterates whatever in front of him.
Okay, got y'all. Do they get the showstopper for that? Because I like that one.
I think it's pretty cool, John. I'm down for it. Why not?
Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is you're going to choose whether you're using what stat you're using. I'm assuming this is definitely a might roll for you, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, so roll your might, add your power level, and
God.
add 1 for your stunt, and you have ignite 1, so all your sits is reroll.
7, 8. That's 8 dice, and then I'm rerolling what?
Any sits that appear give you a reroll for any of
shit.
your failures.
Oh, that's cool. Cool. That's sick. That's good because I rolled so low. Cool. Yeah, I got four successes.
4 successes?
Yeah.
So low.
So, well, I had to re-roll 2 of them. Also, Nick, do you want us? You're sharing your screen on a lot of things. Do
Yeah.
you just want it on the? Do you just want it on the map?
Yeah, you should like Nick. You should
Yeah,
you
so
should
pull
leave
up-
that
yeah,
one
pull
there,
that off.
and then put
Oh,
Twitch on
there we go.
put Twitch on a different window. Like pull Twitch out to a different window.
Or
Yeah, I'm
switch?
doing that now.
Yeah, and just put that joint back on the map so it stays on the map.
Stop streaming, stream again.
There you go. Giant Nick.
All right, Nick.
It's okay, I'll fix it.
It is a giant Nick.
It's a very big Nick.
Well, I rolled 2 successes but I got 2 6s, so I can re-roll dice.
True.
Let's go.
4's better than 2, definitely.
True. Love the good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Nick's back.
Seri-
I'm Foxy now.
and now I'm the GM apparently. Until we get Nick back, which we're working on apparently.
We're walking on it.
What's happening? You all right there, boss?
We taking a minute.
Taking a moment. I feel like I have a good idea what to do next when it becomes my turn again. And I hope it's the thing that ends combat, but it might not. If it doesn't, it's going to be weird, but we'll see.
I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. I'm a whole hazard. Also,
Yeah, they
I might
just
need to.
ran into you.
It's just like, are you sure? I'm a hazard here. I'm literally powered by by animated friendship.
Whatever. Go towards the hazard. Nick's just struggling.
Like,
I know we're working on it.
I feel like the
love that.
aura. I feel like the aura ability is like, I don't threaten people. I am a threat. Like,
am
it's
a
me.
It's me. I
Am
am
the
the
drama?
danger.
You know that it reminds me of like one of those science balls of electricity where you touch
You know
it.
something?
Oh yeah, like the lightning balls. Yeah, I fuck with those as a concept.
There was a TV show like ages back where they had like, it was a very steampunk oriented show where people were just, it was like advanced science, but people were just like, oh, you're doing magic, and it's just like, it's not magic, we have like advanced technology.
Right.
We have the technology.
We have.
And the reason why I said that is because one of them was actually making like a little ball of static electricity that they could just throw at people.
All right, we got Nick back. I'm about to put him back in the spot. Stand by, hold tight. Nick, can we hear you?
Yeah.
All right,
I think so.
sounds. Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Everything sounds good. All right, bet.
Yep.
Keep it moving, keep it grooving. Then we're right back at it.
Okay, so CJ was in the middle of breaking reality and knocking me out of my spot as GM for a moment.
That's how hard you broke reality.
Because the showstopper hit that hard,
That's
chat.
how it happens.
Literally,
It literally stopped the show. It literally stopped the show.
Stopped the show.
There it is. That's what happens. TideBreaker all about everything.
What you won't do is say that TideBreaker has any false advertising in it. When we say showstopper, we mean that shit.
we mean
your OBS
that
will
shit.
crash. It will happen.
The show.
Someone's
Chat,
Discord
that's
will
what
collapse.
y'all came here for, right? That's what y'all came here for, right?
Y'all here for the nonsense. It's all good. We back for it.
We here for it. All right, so you punched a hole in reality. And what I'm gonna do is say that fuck the die roll. That's just gonna take out 2 of them just
Solid.
immediately. Because I think it's hilarious that it actually booted me out right after I was resolving your
I
stuff.
love that. Love that as a concept, to be honest.
All right, so you hit that dude so hard, he bounces out of the dock, off of the fishing ship, and back into his friend, clearing like 3 marks, which is 2 whole boxes of stooge reinforcements. So that dude's dead, and that dude's dead.
Nice.
So there are only 2 that are left, or the 2 that are on kata.
They're walking into a literal problem. So good luck for them.
Yeah.
You know?
So your fist, when like they were connected with those dudes, they were just bah, 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 and it was just like if the rain was hammers.
Motherfucking aura than a nigga, you mean? Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta aura a nigga real quick, you mean?
I mean, you literally looked at these people and said, "Are you approaching me, though?"
You're approaching me.
Me?
just splinters of wood. There's a dented anchor. Like the side of the ship is just dents everywhere. Like you were just swinging recklessly for like a good 3 seconds, and those 3 seconds were hundreds of blows.
Damn.
And it is just destruction, like all the way down the dock and all the way through that fishing ship as you were just hitting the guy and then following their bodies as they were ping-ponging off of shit.
Damn.
I love that it just was so much that they didn't understand it.
They're like, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but
Yeah, and then like the world just kind of tries to keep up with your prowess and failed, which is why I got kicked out.
exactly.
See, world though.
Yeah, basically, right? And the end result is that there's just 2 mooks. They're just gone. And with that, Sendo, your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Wait, wasn't someone attacking me?
ES obliterated them.
They no longer exist.
Now you just go walk over to Kana. just like absolute style.
Hold on.
Oh, also, Sendo, as a result of ES's showstopper, remember you have one too from your exposition earlier.
You showstopper.
Like I'm just carrying it over because there was no roll for the last one. So I'm going to give you a little bit of setup exposition.
Okay.
All of that debris that was happening from ES destroying stuff is getting absorbed into your aura. So you are just a swirling mass of fish guts, bones, wood, anvils, anchors, fishing rods, the nines. Like, you've got chains and ropes that are holding down the ship together. Parts of the ship itself is just swirling around you in like this dangerous debris of destruction as you walk towards the fishing ship's remains. Kana is there on one knee holding off these other two mobs.
Okay, I'm going to walk toward Kana because while aura is active, I don't have to roll to attack things.
Yep, this is true.
So here's a question. If I want to attack with this aura, like, how does that work? Do I need to give it a shape, or like, is this kind of like carry on prom night?
It's kind of carry on prom night. Like, they have to resist you at this point. So because you are in the area, they automatically have to save versus your aura.
Okay, so when I walk over to Kana, it's one of those. What Kana sees is like bits of debris from what ES did, and then as I come closer, like they start like trembling a bit and then slowly rising into the air. If Kana turns around to look at me, what Kana would see is just like this, me being at the center of this swirling mass of debris, and then all of the floating debris just stops and turns in the direction of the two mobs.
Yeah, and each of these mobs is about 4 dudes each. So like you ES took out 8. Kana basically bitch slapped like 4 of them. Yeah. And you're about to take out another 8. So
how many people can I aim this at? How does that work?
All of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's like a shredder.
Well,
so that's what I'm literally going to do.
Well,
yeah, and it's not aimed. You just walk in and it happens to them.
Basically, if anybody remembers how God, what's the name of the girl? What's the name of the girl with the? I think her name is Tamari. Tamari, like that whole wind attack from Tamari. It's literally this.
Absolutely. Yes.
So, assuming that they aren't able to resist this particular attack, what's going to happen is they're going to get caught up in a cyclone of whatever this debris is.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I would like to do.
Okay. Yeah, you walk in and they are about to try to attack Kana again, and suddenly a rope just smacks one of them. And like, it's without you even thinking about it, it starts restraining the guy and hoisting him up into the air, and then he's just getting pelted by shit. His friends are looking at horror and just trying to like pull him down, and while they're trying to pull him down, they're also getting slowly shredded by little tiny bits of debris.
Yikes.
And like the blood just starts kind of turning that part of the docks into just a red mist.
So what happens in the middle of all of this is that you see this happening, and after I'm satisfied that they're being dealt with, I just look at Kana and go like, Kana, are you okay?
Kana is still breathing very heavily. Steam is still pouring from most of his pores. He does look up and like, real quick, anyone still alive after that?
Oh, they're alive. You haven't shredded them into bits. You're giving them a lot of like deaths of 1,000 cuts.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah. So Kana on one knee, head down, steam pouring from all of his wounds. Looks up and like looks back at Sendo. It's just like, stand back.
And what you just see is just like a slow nod and me like stepping back because the mobs are occupied at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Take like like maybe like a half step back just so that I'm behind Kana, but at least I'm in range to deal with whatever these mobs are.
Yeah. Yeah, the guys that were trying to help their friends eventually just get sucked up and added to the debris as they lose their footing.
Yikes.
And this is just going to be the end of the combat. I'm gonna like fast forward it a little bit.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, because we're approaching on time for tonight.
I was gonna plan on any of the combat on my next turn anyway. I had a thing that was hopefully gonna do that.
Oh, you want to do it?
If
Go
you don't
for
mind. Yeah. Just after letting Sendo know to stand back, Kana is kind of just like looking up at the mobs who are now probably recognizing how horribly outmatched they are, and like shaking and trembling as more steam pours from his body in a way that I think ES would probably recognize as incredibly familiar, and then just like balling himself up. That steam just bursts in like a pressure-filled explosion that probably pushes Sendo back a good step or two, and then all the docks around Kana just kind of rip up some as I'm both transforming and activating an ability, which is its two abilities are Monumental and Paralyzed are the two functions it has. And the ability is called Collateral Roar, as from the giant puff of steam emerges this massive, dark-skinned and like muscle and bone showing, covered in spiky bone armor with a long tail flowing and its hair in the wind, just blaring this bestial roar. And just like, like into the heavens.
Yeah, your fully extended transformation lets you stand up a little bit above the deck of the ship that you're next to. So the roar knocks them out of Synziek's aura completely, but you're also pushing up all of the debris into them. So it's like thousands of tiny little pellets and bullets and anchors smashing into these guys. And then they all drop as the aura gets out of range into the next little part of the dock outside of both of your ranges. And then all the stuff falls on top of them, breaking the dock beneath and causing huge splashes of water to go up into the air, spreading water all over the place and flooding a little bit of the streets until the water kind of washes back into the ocean. And the guys are just all unconscious. And like you hear crunches of bones. Some of them might be dead, some of them might not be. It's up to you guys. But yeah, they're done.
Yeah, I imagine there's exactly one left, and like one is definitely still kind of conscious, and then just like as it's coming out of this roar, this giant bestial form just slams both hands down in the dock, and though it's very usually not capable of speaking a single guttural word other from its mouth, leave.
Actually, the guy looks at you from the water because remember, all that mess you did destroyed that section of the dock.
Mm-hmm.
So like he slams into the water, resurfaces, and as he's trying to grab onto the dock, you're sitting right in front of him, like roaring at his face, like leave. And he's like looking at you like, fuck, and he gets on his back and starts trying to backpedal away.
You see, like when you see leave, and then you just see Sendo just peek over Kana's shoulder, like,
motherfucker
like,
said.
It's like, wait, who did it? Who sent you? As I'm trying to leave, just give me a name.
Oh, do we need to know where? Do we need to know where they're from?
Like if there are bodies on the dock, I would like to look for ID because who are these people?
I mean, this would be a great time to show one of my other ability I figured out for Kana the other time I was talking about him. Because he also was hungry. We didn't figure that out, right?
Oh no. So
yeah, there's a moment of like hesitation as like the thing kind of like twitches for a while, like something is physically trying to hold it back, and then it turns and grips up a handful of the chunks of bodies and just whole mouths them and devours them for a while until eventually steam keeps pouring out of it for a bit. The chest opens up like it did in the intro. Kana slips out, panting. And I'll let the GM let it know what it actually is, but Kana gets memories from people he eats.
Okay, so I could kind of see some of the faces like imprinting on the edge of your skin while you're eating them, and then slowly subsiding back into your body with like little muffled screams. until you step out of your little shell, and then the shell skin just dissolves behind you, revealing your regular human form again. And there's just like a little black bubble, with some of the faces just popping in the bubbles a little bit until the little like ichor just disappears into the water. And so, what did you learn?
Oh, you're giving this to me. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna give you spout exposition for free.
Sure. Okay. I like this. Okay, so, it turns out between the resistance cells, the local biologists exploring shifter biology, and the gym opening, letting young, broken, and shifters come and gain training, turns out that some people who are really high up have been throwing some money around trying to get things to be destabilized. This out-of-town gang was literally just a group they went and threw money at and said, hey, if you see these three, whoop their asses. So someone from higher up has their eyes on all three of us. They used Sendo as kind of like the bait, 'cause they figured like it'd be easy because he does the work with local drag artists. So like getting an appointment with him is perfectly simple and seems normal. So they used him as the bait. But the plan was to get all three of us.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right to me. Okay, so we'll wrap up for the evening, and before we wrap up, I'm going to do my little segment called Next Time on TideBreaker.
Get you some music for it. Hit it.
Yeah. Next time on TideBreaker, Kana finds out who is targeting them. Dendo has a meeting with some clients that might give them a little bit more information on their mother. And ES is going to get into an argument with Chip. What about? Find out next week. Well,
probably money.
Next session.
Well, yeah, I know what it's going to be about.
And that's a wrap.
Shall we do our various outros then, Chieftain?
All right, I'll start. I have been Follow My Blade. You can find me at Follow My Blade on Twitter. Find TideBreaker at TideBreakerRPG.com. And, holla at your boy. It's been a pleasure being your GM for tonight. And hopefully I'll see you in 2 weeks.
What's up next?
Same order as the rest of the night. So let's go with
All
Sin.
right. Oh, let's go Sin. Hi. My name is Sin. I have also been Sendo today. I am a variety streamer on Twitch who loves stories and things. So you can find me here doing all of those things, usually on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and hanging out with these lovely folks every 2 weeks, where I get to be Tatsumaki from One Piece.
It's great. I love it. Like I love it for you.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. All right,
That
Big
moves it over to me.
Foxy.
What up, folks? It's Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite fox. You can find me on the internet at Foxy Eternal. It's FOXXII, Eternal spelt the way it's usually spelt. Don't go on right wingers. I slay fascists. I have a good time doing it. The next place you'll see me is the next place you'll see Neon Lights Roleplay. That's this Wednesday on After the End. It's gonna be a banger of a session. You don't want to miss that one. Outside of that, I'm just around on the internet doing nonsense. Come follow me if you want to see what I'm fucking with. But mostly I'm here being black as fuck with these lovely people every 2 weeks. I love doing this. Can't wait to be back here. Passing it on over to CJ. Take it away, CJ.
Hi everyone, I'm CJ and I say a lot of things, so it's funny that I'm going last. I am a performer, game designer, professional GM. If you want to play a game with me, you can find me on Start Playing this week, playing the second session of the Search for the Sun in the Citadel, a post-apocalyptic game where, honestly, last week we did pod racing meets drag. If you want to see me perform, you'll catch me on Dead Zone on Wednesday, playing Benjamin Kennedy, just a dude. And if you think that I'm interesting and cool and want to buy my games, you can go up to my itch.io and get Matelitage, my latest game, where it's a queer storytelling game based on Our Flag Meets Death. Flashbacks, drama, the whole 9 yards.
You better do it.
Honestly, I was peeping and looking at the game page this morning. I was like, all right, this might be a quick little snag. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I got you.
Might be a quick little situation. You mean? Might be a little vibe. A little drinking game for the homies.
It's a good game. It's a good game. I like it.
I'm sure.
I made it.
You do good work. Guess that sells everybody, right?
Yeah, that's us.
All right,
we'll see you next week. Thanks for stopping by, chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate the love.
Please sit tight for a raid, everybody. Have a wonderful Easter as we find out who we're throwing our love over to. It looks like it's gonna be The incomparable Molly Berry is live. We're going to throw some love over to her, who's playing some No Man's Sky with a shit ton of viewers. So please come hang out with Molly Berry as we play some No Man's Sky. You all have been amazing. We've been TideBreaker All Black Everything. This has been Neon Lights Roleplay, and you should all have an absolutely fantastic day. Please take care of yourselves, each other, and all the people around you. Goodbye.
Deuces.
Mwah.